How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Great Ace Attorney Adventures.
Eggard Benedict is going to fucking jail.
Yes. So last time, we are now doing our second judicial findings with these damn jurors. And we're just gonna hop in.
Yeehaw.
Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed to us law-abiding citizens.
As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted.
You don't need a
No.
stereoscope to see the truth here. Every which way you look at it, it was that pickpocket. I never imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief. The scalpel's inside their butthole.
Good. The accused. The accused attempted a theft on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead.
I am ballistics expert. I have seen many shootings.
Balls expert.
There is nothing I do not know about guns. I shoot you now.
Squeak. Squeak.
And this mouse is the
Balls.
bullet. It was saying there was
Deadliest bullet.
little remaining room put out. I have to admit, I was rather bold over by the argument put forward by the chap in black. But when that fell apart like a house of cards, I saw that I'd jolly well been hoodwinked. Well, no more. The whole courtroom's turning against me.
It's not fair.
Life isn't fair. Iris?
How did I know you were gonna say that?
That prosecutor's being mean.
Yeah, you tell him.
You're a poopy head. Just because Ginny's done some things she shouldn't have done in the past.
Okay, listen, I am legit just doing my job.
Bro, I'm literally just vibing right now.
I'm just here.
That doesn't make her a murderer.
Why is this
Don't you
thing on the defense's bench?
Dare you?
Allow me to savor this fruity vintage. Vintage? I don't know why I said that way.
Vintage.
Vintage. While I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter. Here's to the truth coming out, eventually. In the
Choke
next
on
2
it.
parts. That's enough preamble. Counsel, proceed with the summation examination. Now. Oh man, I felt my brain explode. Yes, my lord. Good. Do it quick. I need to use the bathroom. You still can't see Ringo. Only see like half of him. Alright. Press everything. Just because Miss Lestrade has a history of pickpocketing, she must be guilty of murder. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Well.
Yes.
Are all members of the British Army so quick to judge? I beg your pardon. Are you mocking Her Majesty's Armed Forces, the greatest military organization in the world? No, I'm simply illustrating my point, and that your point sucks. Making assumptions about people because they're a soldier
Making
or a pickpocket
assumptions.
is wrong and dangerous. You should feel ashamed. Well, yes, might have a point there, I suppose. But let's not forget the girl had already shown she had it in her from before. She's clearly a criminal sort through and through. Can't deny it. When you say that she'd shown she had it in her, are you referring to this? Exactly. Tried to swipe that only a day earlier, Or am I mistaken? She literally tried to kill somebody
You're
over
mistaken.
it. Not exactly. Given that I was actually there at the time, it's hard to refute that.
I was taking a drink. Okay.
I've never actually seen the thing. I can't wait to have a closer look at it.
Oh, yes, of course. Look at it. Oh, we're looking at me?
Look at this.
Sure.
Look at this, Sholmes.
Mr. Sholmes did use his caramel bars to make a copy of the disc, didn't he? We haven't seen him in a while. And then ordered every type of music box he could find from across Europe. And now he's in debt.
Now he's going to jail. No, I'm just kidding.
We still don't know what tune it plays, though, do we? But I'd love to see how the original compares to Hurley's copy.
We killed its disc. Could it be a clue
What?
somehow? Perhaps we should examine it in more detail.
I
We
thought
killed
you
its
said
cock.
I killed its disc.
We killed his dick.
Oh, this
Alright.
counter is so fucking dead.
It's the number of bullets that has you convinced.
Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police. When the parlor maid asks me how many are invited to dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings.
Well, that's logical, I suppose.
Although,
Yes?
nothing, just kidding. Sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. One or two guests, rather, like the fine china.
Does your
You know.
employer dine with thieves?
So I suppose. If there was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware, I'd have to reconsider my position.
A third bullet somewhere on the scene. Could that be possible?
I can prove it.
I mean, I feel like that
I don't
is
actually
something
know
you would
that's-
prove. But
Third bullet somewhere. On
I
the
can't
scene.
think of one.
Yeah, I can't think of one.
Unfortunately, only 2 bullets were discovered by the police during their investigation.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Right.
And I don't imagine the good men of Scotland Yard would have overlooked anything.
Yeah, you're right, because they never mess up, ever.
Ever.
God forbid.
If I missed a bullet while I was cleaning his lordship's office, well, I should receive a sound scolding. Sound scolding, I don't doubt.
And he should receive a visit from the police, perhaps. Sounds like a crime scene to me.
And I'm gonna punch you in the mouth.
A third bullet.
It would completely turn things around if there was one, wouldn't it?
Do you think we might find one lying around somewhere?
Yeah, let me just pull it out of my asshole.
Whoa! Neat party trick.
Oh, so you want to talk to me? So, if I've understood correctly, you need 2 pictures. A left eye one and a slightly different right eye one. Who do you hate more, the stereoscope guy or the guy from the third case?
Oh, oh my god. I feel like the stereoscope guy is fucking uglier, so like, I don't know, maybe that makes me hate him more.
I think I made
no, yeah.
Gabe the third guy just made him sound more fucking annoying. 'Cause he was just like,
The
yeah, I
first-
don't think
the-
that's the case.
Yeah, I don't know, but see, that guy's funny to me. Like, he's annoying as fuck, but he's funny.
Yeah.
This guy just has the same voice and no redeeming qualities at all whatsoever.
That is completely fair.
So, yeah, so bye.
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 Exactly.
Look at
Then
him.
You can see the scene in 3 dimensions, like this.
Wow, really? Shut the fuck up.
So if we have 2 bullets, I don't suppose you could see anything useful with them. Wow, you must be dumb. I think you'll find that no matter how much you squint, the truth of the situation always looks the same here.
You know who he reminds me of for no reason at all whatsoever, and I think that's why I don't like him? Bling Bling Boy from Johnny.
Oh
Johnny
my
Test.
god. That was one hell of a character. The only thing I remember from Johnny Test was they overused the hell out of the whip crack sound effect.
They did. Like, I think someone made a video as to how many times you can count it, and like, I don't know if it was an episode or 1 season, but it was like ridiculous.
The only person who could have shot the victim is that girl in the dock. How can you be so sure of that? Think about it. The Skulkin brothers shot the great detective, didn't they? Yes, that's been mentioned once or twice. Well then, it surely is coming into focus now, isn't it?
Shut the hell up.
This is a waste of time. I'm not going to change this man's mind anytime soon. So maybe I should just beat it into him. Alright, you
Yeah,
have
let's
not added literally
fucking
anything
kick
to
his
this
ass.
discussion.
Yeah. That's because he already had a moment to be on that stand.
Yeah. Would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here. Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say that it has nothing to do with this trial, to be honest. Huh?
Oh my god.
I mean, there's no question that the man was shot, but the bullet has simply vanished from his stomach. It's quite inexplicable, don't you think? Is he the one who operated on Herlock? Oh wait, never mind. He said
is he?
stomach. Never mind.
I was gonna
think
say, I don't
Herlock
think we
was shot in
even
the shoulder.
found out who operated on him.
I almost don't want to ask, but this surgery you've been muttering about all this time, you were operating on... Oh, maybe it was Herlock.
Oh.
What was the fellow's name now? No, Herlock?
Bruh.
Herlock? I thought he was shot in the shoulder.
Herlock
Maybe I just got that
Sholmes.
wrong. Herlock Sholmes, by any chance? Yes, good
This
lord.
definitely had to have been the only time he's mentioned this, right?
What's up?
Oh wait, no. I was like somehow thinking that actually fucking mattered. No, it's purposely supposed to be revealed here. But anyway, I don't know if he was only shot in the shoulder or the stomach, but apparently it was the stomach.
I guess so. I don't know. Maybe I just remember things wrong.
It was that hairlock fellow.
What? You're the surgeon that operated on Mr. Sholmes?
Yes, and he died. That's right, using the very latest anesthesia techniques. I might add, it was a fairly major op, I can tell you.
This is crazy.
Let me see. The fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly. They said he'd been shot by some criminal or other, so I opened him up like a shot. Like I ripped him open with my hands. But the funny thing is, I went over his insides with a fine-tooth comb and I couldn't find the bullet anywhere. So I'm afraid I had to throw out my hands and just stitch the fellow back on.
I could just imagine like the surgeon assistant just watching. He's like, what the fuck? Can't find the bullet. All right, sew him back up.
Something about the fact that he's like, I had to throw out my hands makes it sound like the surgeon's assistant was like, damn, he must be really pissed off that he has to actually do his fucking job.
I have to really sew you up now.
He's like, bro, I gotta stitch you up?
Damn. I hate to state the obvious, but
Yes.
surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting. The counsel for the defense is correct, as is clearly shown in this photograph of print. The bullet that the Skulker brothers fired at Mr. Sholmes hit him in the stomach region. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Then exited his body and lodged into the shop wall where the calendar was hanging by the door. I think you'll find that it's really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally.
Who do you think I am, son?
Well, juror number 4 is the best I could do.
As soon as I saw the wound in the man's stomach, I flipped him over.
And then I started shaking him. Like a pancake?
No, like a pizza.
Are you saying you checked his back?
Of course I did, and there wasn't a trace of injury. No sign that the bullet had left the body at all.
What?
That's the point.
Loser.
The only logical conclusion is that the bullet was somewhere in the man's innards. Which is exactly why I said about slicing him up. And I'm still not the
Okay.
wiser even now. How many times do I have to say it? Can somebody please explain how it happened? Can somebody please solve the mystery? You're the protagonist.
We're fucking working on it.
It's almost as much of a mystery as how this jury was put together. And why there's no other jury members in this city. Alright.
Yeah, literally, why are we reusing... London's a pretty big place.
Oh, yeah.
Why are we reusing the same people?
Alright, the mystery of where that bullet ended up is infuriating. Where's an expert when you need one?
Hold it!
What do you mean you're in for a busy day?
What do you think I mean? Forgot to say, stop. Do excuse me, stop. I am a communications officer, stop.
A communications officer? Does that have something to do with sending telegrams?
Everything from personal messages written by members of the public to the latest news in the capital. I convert all the messages into Morse code and tap it out to the entire world electronically.
To the entire world?
Yes. Thousands of miles of cable under the sea, stop. Worldwide communication network, stop.
Could you imagine that being your job? Like you're the person that has to like go all the way to the bottom of the freaking ocean to put these lines and like networks in?
Oh, that'd be so fucking ass.
Like I know
I would hate that.
I know people get paid big money for that, but it's also really freaking dangerous.
Right? It sounds scary too. You're at the bottom of the ocean. Information transmitted to and from all corners of the globe. Stop.
Ah, yes. She was getting equally worked up about radio waves or like before, wasn't she?
I specialize in communicating information from government departments and newspaper offices.
I see.
I'm sure I shall have to wire the newspaper reports of today's guilty verdict later.
Okay, well the trial isn't over yet, fuckface, so wait.
I'm making it over. So no sleep for me tonight, I imagine.
Let's just finish the trial first, shall we? Also, you look like you haven't slept in years, so...
Sleeped?
Slept. Hey, English is not my
Have
first
you?
language.
Hold it!
I thought you were just a tourist.
Hold on, let me look up the word.
Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. There's no way he's just a visiting tourist. So you're a ballistics expert? Expert? Who knew? I have much experience with guns. Ah. I have lived through many, how do you say, extreme, violent, bath of, no, blood of,
Ah, extreme violent bloodbaths, perhaps?
I have food in my mouth.
those, extreme violent bloodbaths. English is very difficult tongue. Considering the sort of people you associate with, I'm surprised you still have a tongue. Anyway, if you have questions about bullets and guns, you ask me. There is nothing I do not know. No mystery I cannot solve. He's very confident in his knowledge of guns, that's for sure. But, if possible, please, only in Russian language. Well, you lost me there, buddy.
Does the mouse shake its head with him?
I think so. I know the mouse would,
That was
like,
so funny.
actually, yeah. I remember seeing him whenever, like, he turned the pages and the mouse looks with him.
Aw, so cute.
He's not very confident in his knowledge of English, though, is he?
I'm not very confident in my lawyering ability. No.
I'm not either.
Still, we should bear it in mind. He's our man if there's a mystery about guns or bullets. And we just had a discussion about bullets with one of the jurors already. Bunziek's managed to convince everyone.
When you haven't, wait. When you've eliminated the impossible, he said, but he hasn't.
Why did I read that so weird?
If we're going to fight back, we need more material. Brass knuckles. We have to fight back. We have to turn this trial around again. There's
Brass
no weapons
knuckles.
allowed in the courtroom. Too bad.
These are my knuckles.
Whoops, wrong person. You.
You're so angry, and for what?
These two statements clearly
bald.
contradict the idea that all I do is pit jurors against each other.
Oh, a ballistics expert.
Pitting. P-I-T-T. On the night in question,
Let's go
Mr.
pit.
Sholmes was shot by one of the Skulkin brothers. But since there was no sign of an exit wound on his back, we must assume the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged in Mr. Sholmes' body either. Furthermore, a bullet was found lodged in the wall at the shop where Mr. Sholmes was shot.
I thought it was pretty funny, but not everyone did.
Juror number 6. Hello, my name is Villain. Pleased to meet you. I am a villain.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This apparent
Are you
contradiction,
serious right now?
contradiction in the facts that is so clearly troubling juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery?
If this dude is actually the person that gets thrown into fucking jail and not Eggard Benedict, I'm gonna kill someone.
I have seen very similar situation in Motherland. It was night.
No.
There was blizzard. I was running away along mountain road in freezing cold. Golly! The snow was piling high on both sides of the road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles, and they were on dog sleds. Mental note: don't ask too many questions. I was shot from behind, and I fell down in snow. And the situation was very similar to what I hear today from doctor. They could not find bullet in my body, because I died. And no sign of, how do you say, exit wound. Then, where did the bullet go? Did you pull a Von Karma and hold it in your shoulder for the rest of your life? Bullet never hit me.
Well, if it never hit you, then why did you fall down, you dumbass?
Bullet hit frozen wall of ice very close to my side, you shit. What? One small piece, very sharp, broke away from lump of ice and pierced my body. It made deep wound that looks just like bullet wound.
Good gracious.
Of course, piece of ice quickly melted inside me, and that the solution to mystery of disappearing bullet. Okay, but how does that help us?
But that doesn't answer the question at all.
Huh?
The shooting happened in a pawnbroker's shop. Not some snowy mountain road in another country, you idiot.
Just an idea, but we might not be looking at exactly the same scenario here, you fuck.
Runo, that's not very nice.
I'm gonna catch an elderly abuse charge.
Oh god.
Where exactly was Hurley shot again?
The cock. Well, according to the report, in his stomach.
The
Sort of
cock.
around this area, I think.
That's such a quiet cough. I don't know why that was so funny to me. Anyway.
Well, that's precisely where he always wears a little pouch on his belt.
A pouch?
Yes, a pouch. It's where he keeps 3 glass vials of very dangerous chemicals that he uses in his investigations. What?
Files?
Why?
I always thought it was spelled V-I-A-L-S. I guess they spell it that differently in Britain.
Maybe it's files, and I just said it super wrong. For some
Yeah.
reason, I guess my brain was like vials, but it's probably
I think it is files.
I don't know.
And I'm
Oh, you think
confused.
so?
Yeah, I think it is
Yeah.
files, but like I thought of like vials, like, you know, the little...
Yeah,
Glass
vials.
containers. I don't know.
Files.
What?
Hmm.
Really? Doctor, where's the pouch Mr. Sholmes was wearing?
Well, I sold it. The fellow had nothing like that on his person when he arrived at the hospital, as far as I remember.
If I may.
You may not.
Lord Von Ziegs, you may shut the hell up.
Oh.
Well, I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during a summation examination. I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom. Why? Sorry?
Because I wanted it.
As I understand it, when the police arrived on the scene and found Mr. Sholmes injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound.
Thank goodness. I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment.
Since then, it has been in my safekeeping along with all the other evidence related to the case. I could personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred. Nice.
Lamau.
Very well. Well, extremely unconventional during a summation examination. I must demand the prosecution present the item in question with all speed. Bring forth Mr. Erlock Sholmes' pouch.
He's like, that's mine.
I see. So this is the pouch worn by Mr. Sholmes on the night in question, is it?
Oh.
Look at that. One of the files is broken and the leather around it is scorched black. It's almost as if the file exploded. Exploded? So, that night, the bullet from the Skulkin brothers' gun struck Mr. Sholmes' pouch.
And it was the glass file exploding that caused the fellow's injury.
Oh my god. This bullet did not penetrate the victim, but was deflected into wall of shop. Good job. I deserve a drink.
No. Spit it out right now.
A delightfully complex aroma. Okay. Well, it would appear one mystery has been solved at least. Though it has no bearing on the truth of this case. Hello? The bungling and burgling brothers shot the detective, and the accused shot the pawnbroker. The pertinent facts of the case remain unaltered.
But at least the mystery is solved. I can sleep easy tonight, yay.
Thank you, young man. I won't get fired. Thank you very much. Glad I could help. Due to his bearing on the conundrum just solved, the court will sequester the scruffy pouch as evidence.
Harry's pouch isn't scruffy.
Okay.
I'll show you scruffy.
Now, the summation examination. It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter opinion. Please, my lord, a little more time. After all, that's a new piece of evidence. It could be a valuable clue, and you can't afford to overlook anything here, Ryunosuke. There's still a way to turn this around, somehow. I'm sure of it. If I just examine and do my job.
Could just do my freaking job.
Alright, let's see
Wow,
what we
look
got
at that.
here.
It's shards. Oh. It's been...
Oh, look, there's a
Slash.
hole here at the back. It doesn't look like much of a bullet hole, but clearly something's ripped through the leather with great force.
I did that.
Oh,
Something must have been pierced. Oh wait. Something must have pierced it to somehow have left this hole behind.
yes, it looks that way. Mr. Sholmes and his pouch both took a beating, didn't they? It's really scorched badly just here.
Oh, the strap is broken. Look.
This must be where the bullet hit then.
Let me see.
Oh, look at that.
Oh shit.
There it is. How did no one fucking find that?
Yeah.
Who's on this task force?
What the? Iris, look! They didn't do their job. Behind where the broken file was, do you see it?
That's the Skulkin Brothers' bullet.
What a stroke of luck that it hit his pouch. This is an amazing discovery. What this means is, there was 3 bullets fired at Windibanks that night.
We found exactly what that juror was talking about. The 3rd bullet.
Yeah.
It's time to press
Are
that
we
juror
getting paid
again, I
extra
think.
for this?
Yeah, because I did your freaking job. Pay me money.
Right? Are we getting 2 paychecks?
Give me money.
Give me money.
Alright, so it was you that said, I need to
You.
prove it. And I'll
Look,
prove
we
you.
just fucking found it, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Get out of
Why
my
don't you,
courtroom.
why don't you take a look at this?
Look at what I just found. It's a bullet.
Allow me to
A
show you
bullet.
then. The 3rd bullet.
The 3rd bullet.
Here it is. We discovered it just now. Yes, on the night in question in Windibank's pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired.
Hold it!
Oh, well, hold
Oh.
it now.
How are you gonna refute that?
What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer? Did you not bother examining the freaking evidence
Your
that you
guys just didn't do their fucking job. Like, it's not that deep.
took?
Where did you find that bullet?
It was lodged inside Mr. Sholmes' pouch. If you had used your eyes or your hands, you would have found it.
What?
I bought it at the store and pulled it out of my fucking pocket
Here's
just to
my-
spite you.
Here's my ugly villain sprite.
Oh, I hate that spray.
This pouch was removed from around Mr. Sholmes' waist before he was taken to the hospital. And since then, it has been touched by no one. Do you mean to say? The shot fired by the Skulkin brothers that night? Yes, as your lordship has surmised, it hit this pouch. But that makes no sense whatsoever. We already know the whereabouts of the
Right.
bullet fired at Mr. Sholmes. It's clearly visible in this photograph and print. Nah. 2 guns from the scene has already been submitted into the court record as evidence. Yes, that of Mr. Windibank, and that belonged to the Skulkin brothers. An examination of both guns revealed that only a single bullet had been fired from each. But that must mean... That's right. We now know that on the night in question, 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the crime scene. And until that I was on such a roll. Until that incontrovertible inconsistency is somehow explained, we cannot and must not pass judgment.
I know this is a serious moment. But oh. I know this is a serious moment, but just earlier when I said "oop," it was because the dude, bling bling boy, fucking like his sprite went up to like slam his hands on the desk, but my like internet was poor, so he just froze in the middle of the air, and I was like, ah, what just happened?
He's just stuck. Order,
He
order.
is stuck.
While this summation examination remains incomplete, the court has been presented with new facts. Facts that would appear to shake this very foundation upon which the case against the defendant has been built. No. As is my prerogative in this situation, I hereby temporarily suspend the summation examination. Oh shit.
He's like, no.
By Jupiter. What? Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand at once. Okay,
You thought you
coming.
got, you thought you got away.
Yeah, egghead. Oh, wait, never mind. Just you guys.
They're like, fuck.
Ringo, you got me fucking shit at me. Witnesses. Governor. Were you listening to proceedings while the defense carried out the summation examination? If you say no, I will break your balls. We was, Governor, we was. Perhaps we could dispense with the tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. The 3rd bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that?
Uh-oh.
Make of it, Gov. I don't make nothing of it if I could help it.
Is it one of yours?
Oh my god.
God blimey, God blimey, not a chance.
In that case, did you have an accomplice?
What? What? Never. The Skulkin brothers work alone. It's just the 2 of us. That's our trademark.
How soon we forget poor Sulky. Only 2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The 3rd bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
Oh my god,
Let me-
this is so scary.
That's it, Scratcher.
Oh
Fuck.
yeah, you're funny.
Think that's funny, huh? Counsel for the
First of all-
defense.
Bro, I'm so nervous for these guys.
Yes. Yeah, I like these two. They're funny. I mean, like, yeah, they're criminals, but they're funny.
They're funny as. Could you imagine if that's how it went? Well, we were gonna throw you in jail for triple homicide, but you can tell a mean joke, so I guess you can leave.
I like your vibe. You're a funny guy, so we'll reduce your sentence.
Listen. We know you committed murder, but clearly the vibe check was off. You're all right. I didn't know you were chill like that.
It's
Go
like,
ahead.
just say sorry, and we're cool.
So true.
I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments. The third bullet, and the mysterious missing firearm from whence it came. Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard, and all the evidence we've seen, I think I'm starting to form a picture of what really happened that night. My lord, I think it's clear that this third bullet tells us about the Skulkin brothers. Ooh.
It's nothing to do with them? Why is that an option? Do you really think that's it?
I definitely think, no, that's wrong. I'm gonna say it anyway.
Okay, I was like, I don't think that's it, right? But sometimes Ace Attorney does some weird shit, and you're like, that's not it.
'Cause, I mean,
And then
it's
like, that was it.
It's definitely obvious that Eggert's somehow involved, and also they were previously like, oh, you know, if we confess, then you know who will do something to us.
Yeah. I just want Eggert to go to jail, so they clearly had a secret accomplice.
But I think regardless which one you pick, it goes to the correct answer, so I'm just gonna do the correct off the bat. On that night at Windibank's pawnbrokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man.
Yeah, the blue one.
The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice. But the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present, someone carrying a gun. Oh no.
Objection!
Oh, here we go. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. An accomplice, you say. Pigs will. What? Pigs will fly. These protracted proceedings have already forced us to endure 2 summation examinations. Yet in all that time, there has been not a murmur of a third man. This apparently wraith-like being exists. The court must be shown hard evidence. Without it, this fantasy will be crushed. Ugh. Prosecution demands answers on 2 counts. Firstly, proof, evidence that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime. And secondly, the identity of this spurious character. Gladly. Skulkins are lying. I know that. But how can I ascertain the identity of the person they're hiding? Well, counsel, my argument?
No.
Clearly, this person's age isn't shown, so they're suspicious. That's my argument.
Yeah. Clearly, they're immortal.
I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice, and reveal the person's identity even. In response to the prosecution's demands, my lord, the defense is unable. The defense is ready. I believe I can provide all the answers the prosecution demands. So, my Japanese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think you have something to say. This promises to be interesting. I have to push forward now. There's no other option. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me if it will make a difference. In that case, counsel, I would ask you to present the evidence without delay. On the night in question, in the moments leading up to the death of the victim, what proof have you that there was a third intruder present at the scene? Alright,
Okay.
I think it
Blood
was...
samples, most likely?
Okay, so there's the green one,
Yeah, there's a
Purple.
purple.
blue. So... It couldn't have come from
did it-
here. Or this couldn't have come from Sholmes because it never went through his body.
Did it backfire?
Actually, I mean, if this was from the third person, that would make the most sense. Because we already have Windibanks.
Yeah.
The only other person we know of that was shot was Sholmes. So if there was a
Yeah,
third person...
and I mean, like, I feel like it could have. It was an explosive vial.
Mm-hmm.
Take that!
The evidence is right here, in this portfolio. By Jove, that portfolio gun, is it? Do you expect the court to rifle through your papers itself? Be more specific. Bro, it's literally...
No, we're
It's
doing
3
it.
pages.
Yeah, right? And we're not. You're not doing it. We're doing it.
You claim one of those blood samples proves the presence of this third intruder. Well, which one is it?
The one.
The one that's unknown.
that we can't fucking match.
Oh my god. Are you even trying? What am I looking at here?
Could you imagine if you and I were in this courtroom? We'd be like, bro, are you even trying?
There appears to be some green paint or such like around the bullet hole in the middle of the calendar. An alien? That's a bloodstain, my lord. A bloodstain.
If you would use your eyes, you'd be able to tell.
Green blood. Curious, even for you. Does the court understand that the intruder was some unhuman creature? No, dumbass. Oh my god. It's something
stuff.
developed by Mr. Herlock Sholmes. By the great detective.
No, shut the hell up. New invention, stop. Not yet appeared in stories, stop.
If that old bitch talks one more fucking time. It's this, you see. It doesn't have a name yet, though. This fungus sprays a chemical that reacts with a different element in people's bodies to change its color. I kind of saved that.
Their bodies.
Their bodies.
Different elements of people's blood.
Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see, because it's made up of different elements.
Why is this child talking?
Because I'm hella smart. So by seeing what color it changes to, you can tell in a flash whose blood it is.
Ooh, that brings a whole extra dimension to looking at blood.
Ew. Ooh. Talk of blood in courtroom, stop. Very exciting, stop.
What? Exciting. As an example, this one shows the blood of the victim, Mr. Windibank. Ah, a striking blue. Yes. So you see, the green color of this bloodstain on the calendar shows that somebody else was shot in the main part of the shop. Now hold fire there, young man. Could it be for some related incident, couldn't it? No.
No, why would there just be a bullet lodged in the wall for like weeks?
Yeah. No, it's not unrelated. The date
Yeah, you
showing
can't
on the
even
calendar
speak.
is the date on which Mr. Windibank was killed. Maybe it's a year off. By
Oh
golly.
my god.
Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot on the same day.
Then whose blood was it? Is it?
It's gonna about
Well.
yours.
The Skulkin brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries. Which means it must be the blood of somebody else. The third intruder, in fact.
Objection!
Egbert Benedict.
How are you going to deny this? Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear. You can't delay
We're
this any
about to
longer.
tell you.
My learned friend. Who is this alleged third intruder?
Susato.
Iris.
Iris.
Alright,
Iris will
shithead.
kill you. It's the one dude that no one has talked about this whole fucking time.
The man's name is Egbert Benedict.
Finally.
Egbert Benedict. Who on earth are you talking about, counsel?
Oh my god.
He paid a visit to Windibank's pawnbrokery on the afternoon before the incident took place. When the accused attempted to deceive the pawnbroker into releasing this article into her possession. That's right. No. The man identified by the defense, Mr. Egbert Benedict,
Is
then,
guilty.
then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force. Because he had a fucking gun. Broker?
Yes, sir.
I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no?
Yes, sir.
The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once.
No, that's a lie. What are you trying to pull?
Die. Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say. Huh. And music box discs, too. Give them to me. Inspector Gregson was there at the time and can attest to what happened. If he tries to fucking lie, I will slice him with my sword. In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc. Can you corroborate this account, Inspector? Yes, my lord. That's more or less what happened. And in the interest of being thorough, I asked Windibank for a print showing the fellow. taken from one of his red-handed recorder governances. Yes, that's him talking to Mr. Windibank that morning. And you claim this man is the brother's accomplice? Well, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Wait, I said that completely wrong. Well, Mr. and Mr. fucking Skulkin? Never seen the kids before in my life.
They're in my life, Gov. All my life. I never seen them.
Well, somewhat unsurprisingly, it appears all witnesses disagree with the assertion. I'm sure your lordship recalls my learned Japanese friend's actual assertion, which was that he could prove the identity of the alleged accomplice. Yes, and I can. Then show us the evidence.
I agree. We must see proof that the clean-cut gentleman in the photograph is a filthy criminal. Is the filthy criminal you say he is. Get the cuffs.
Don't. This is the last piece of evidence. I've had a feeling that something is missing in this trial from the very start. But now, I'm going to drag it kicking and screaming into the courtroom. Are you ready to present your answer to the court then, counsel? Yes, my lord. The defense will present the evidence now. Proof that the man pictured in this photographic print was in fact the person struck by the third bullet. Okay, so now we have 3.
There was so much stuff.
There's still blood
Oh
on this.
yeah. So if that's green,
Alright,
because he had, that's his. It was in Gina's coat, which was also his.
Oh, Runo, look! This is blood!
Yes, you're right. Just a small smear, but definitely blood. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before.
Haha! Then it's my time to shine again. I thought I'd be waiting forever. Alright, hold still with that disc, Runo.
Can we get this done quickly, Iris?
In a flash.
We're just doing this in the middle of the trial.
I know, right? They're like, what are you doing?
What
Whoa!
color? What color?
Emma would be so proud.
Uh...
Oh wow, you're going to fucking jail. Goodbye.
Ooh, a lovely bright shade again.
Eggert's just watching the corner. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm done for.
Wait, that color.
What is it?
It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it? There we go.
Holy shit!
We got this bitch in the bag.
Bro, your days are numbered. I've been waiting all game for this.
The proof is right here in this portfolio. Good gracious, counsel. Does the portfolio contain the answers to every question posed? I see you share my interest in claret-colored liquids, my Japanese friend. But... enough. The court demands to see further evidence. I will.
What more do you need?
Which blood sample proves the man you identified was the one shot by the third bullet at the scene of the crime? We can also just examine for any
We
injury.
have that. Right?
The
green one.
As I mentioned before,
You're done for.
on the afternoon of the day in question, the defendant attempted, deceitfully admittedly, to reclaim this disc from Windibanks. Which was when the aforementioned Eggert Benedict appeared on the scene.
Eggert is gonna beg a dick to not go to jail.
This man attempted to purloin the article from the defense's possession, no? That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time. It was following this that a minor incident occurred. You little shit. Ah, but of course, sir. Here's the disc for you. Problem? Very well.
Yeah.
Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style.
Wait a minute. That disc.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you got some fucking nerve. It's mine.
Oh,
Damn.
what do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You drawed
I'm
blood, you
kidding
filthy
you.
animal. Oh my god. I can never face the light of day again. Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions all over its surface. Those protrusions caused Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed. And the resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now. Goodness, a bloodstain, is it? My assistant and I have just analyzed the bloodstain here in this very courtroom.
Using my trusty fogger gun.
Yes, and we added the results to this portfolio. I say. It's green. It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar. The evidence is conclusive. The man calling himself Mr. Egbert Benedict, who was in Windibanks earlier in the day, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that same night. So there was someone else there. Dude, look at those two fellas now. There's one bullets. Buckets. What are you talking about? It's flew into there.
I want to drink it.
My lord, it is the opinion of the defense that Mr. Egbert Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify. It would certainly seem that we can ill afford to ignore this gentleman's apparent presence.
Objection!
Oh, you're gonna object to that?
No, you literally have no grounds to stand on right now. You're losing. Just fucking accept it.
This has gone on long enough now, this flagrant ignorance in the mechanics of law. How are you denying this? Sherlock Sholmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes. A god of detection or some such. And now you employ chemical substances devised by this fantastical persona in the highest court in the land. Do you expect us to take you seriously? The samples made by this plaything are not fit to be called evidence. So
No, bro, that's evidence.
So the bloodstain turned a shade of green. What of it? Here's to you successfully proving that no other blood in the world could turn the same color. Well...
Who?
Oh, there's the leg
Who
slam.
else would it fucking be?
And pray, do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Sholmes' word for it.
You should.
Is he right? Mr. Fuck? I don't know. I mean, he is a great detective. Dude, what are you talking about? We can't let him get away with that. I knew it would come to this. Of course Mr. Sholmes' invention isn't going to be recognized by any official body. But what other choice did I have?
I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before. About how he was temporarily suspending the summation examination. In other words, the examination isn't over yet, is it?
Good grief. What did you just say, young girl?
And in a summation examination, the decision as to whether or not the trial continues is in the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it?
Iris is very smart.
She is very smart.
Damn.
So the way I see it, it doesn't matter what certain other people think of Hurley's invention. At least, not for now.
Are they fans of Sherlock Sholmes? That's like a deal breaker. Yes,
Yeah, right.
she's right. She's left. Young lady,
No.
you have quite the devious mind.
It really just comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are
Shit.
convinced by what you say, Bruno. Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something?
Unbelievable. Mr. Sholmes'
Damn.
partner is a force to be reckoned with.
Iris Wilson, sharpshooter.
Just caps one of the jurors.
Damn.
After that shrewd precis of the situation from an entirely unexpected source, it must be acknowledged that the previous summation examination has yet to reach its conclusion. This is absurd.
What's wrong? Are you mad? You mad?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court now looks to you for your final leanings in this matter.
If you fuck us over, I know where all of you live.
As proud citizens of Her Majesty's Britain, I'm sure you will come to fair and just conclusions, except you never do. Wow. So then, state your final decisions in turn, please.
Not guilty.
I definitely know where you live.
Guilty. Not guilty.
Damn, we got him. Never mind.
What?
What the fuck?
Bitch.
Okay, we got
Thank
him.
you. Yeah. What the fuck?
Sorry, you hit your head too hard on that. That's why you said
Why did he
guilty.
slam his head on?
He's been doing that for the past 2 things.
I don't know why I didn't register that until now.
2 call guilty and 4 call not guilty. Such is the outcome of the summation examination. Fonsees is probably so pissed.
Objection.
Yep, he is. My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage.
You lost, bro. You
The
lost.
prosecution refuses to accept its decision. On what grounds?
Shut the fuck up. Shit, literally.
What is your
literally,
reasoning?
You fucking lost. You lost.
so funny.
You lost.
If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender of real police work, then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of someone's guilt.
Oh my god, you are
I'm
an
sorry,
idiot.
Lord Von Zeeks, but the outcome of the summation examination cannot be ignored. Trial will continue. Go fuck yourself. No.
It's like, what?
Yeah, we're winning!
Woohoo! Yay!
Nevertheless, we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation. The defense has
Nothing
very
awkward
reasonably
about it.
requested the subpoena of a new witness. But sadly, I fear that will be impossible. What? He's too powerful. The name of the gentleman he gave for himself, Edgar Benedict, is quite clearly false.
Even more of a reason to fucking suspect him. What is going
I
on?
don't believe it. Just when I managed to
I
prove the
do.
man was there that night, we have a photo of him. We could find him.
Yeah, like he exists. He's not fucking dead.
Can I say something?
No.
Who is that fucking ant? Please, who spoke? Oh, it's you.
It was me, my lord.
The pencil. Juror number
The
5.
pencil.
What have you to say, madam?
Eggert Benedict is my husband, you see.
Ew.
If possible, Inspector.
Me, ma'am.
I wonder if you might show the photographic print to me again. The one in which the gentleman is shown.
Oh, so you're the one that's actually gonna come through out of all these fucking jurors.
I know, right?
Right, yes. This one, you mean, of Mr. Benedict.
Ew.
I just wanted to see how ugly he was.
Damn. Yes. There's no doubt in my mind.
Juror number 5, you don't mean to say. You know this man?
Yes, I know him.
Let's go! What? No. Good gracious.
Von Zeus is like, fuck!
Fonzie is like, I'm 2-0. This can't be a 3-0. Order. Juror number 5, how on earth?
Sweet justice is about to be served. I am a communications officer, stop.
As we can clearly see. Oh,
The
God.
gentleman in the photograph is, stop. Also a communications officer, stop. He works in my office, stop. A very talented operator, in fact, stop.
I see.
He should be in the communications station now, stop. Tapping away on the telegraph, stop.
This doesn't seem right somehow. I can't put my finger on why, but it doesn't feel right.
I suppose we all imagined the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night.
Yes, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I felt something was wrong. If the gentleman is at London's communications station, we should be able to subpoena him within the hour. Lord Von Zeeks, if you please. Yes, my lord. Make the necessary arrangements with all haste. As your lordship bids.
He knows he's gonna fucking lose.
The court will recess for 1 hour. When the new witness arrives, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony. Inspector Gregson. Yes, my lord. I should like to hear from you specifically about the events at the pawnbroker on the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess. Yes, sir, my
I'll
lord.
give you a little kissy.
Very well. Court is adjourned until 1:40 p.m.
Damn, this is such a long court session.
Yeah, we still have like 2 more parts, court parts, to go.
That's insane.
which is probably gonna span another like 6 episodes.
Whew, really?
Yeah,
Damn.
this court proceeding is like one of the longest I think in all the games.
Wow. I mean, it's good. Like,
Yeah.
now it's really starting to hit that turning point. I'm like, ooh.
All right, this looks like the perfect place to wrap up this episode. So, as always, if you all enjoyed and want to keep this series going and show us some love and support, you know what to do. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and hit that subscribe button because we are steadily approaching 3,000 subscribers, and our goal is to hit that by the end of the year.
Woohoo.
So if you haven't already
Yeah.
subscribed, definitely be sure to hit that button. Leave a comment down below because this series could use some love. And as always,
So true.
we'll catch you all in the next episode.